So what's going on guys, Rybox here and welcome to a brand new video on MotoGP 20. So having clocked over 100 hours of playtime on MotoGP 20, I thought it'd be a great time for us to sit down and chat about the 5 things that I love the most in MotoGP 20. Let's kick things off with the graphics. Milestone made a huge leap forward in the graphics department on MotoGP 20. They've brought improvements to the tracks through new tarmac textures as well as improved lighting effects on and off the track. The 3D rider models received upgrades to reflect the movements of a real MotoGP rider more realistically. Scam faces for team managers also made way into MotoGP 20, bringing the off-track experience to life. This is by far the best looking MotoGP game from Milestone, and with the launch of the next gen consoles, I cannot wait to try the next MotoGP game on next gen. Keeping on the topic of realism, my second favourite thing in MotoGP 20 that I love is the asymmetric tyre wear. The system means that your tyres will wear at different rates in the 3 areas of the tyre: the right edge, centre and the left edge. The system is simulated while in game, with tyres wearing differently at each circuit in the game. Take a look at any of my videos where we race at the Saxon Ring. By the last few laps, the left side of the tyres have had it. I love the challenge of looking after the tyres and adjusting my riding style through left and right hand corners. This brings me on to point 3, physics. Milestone have worked hard to improve the rider physics, aiming to bring us players the most realistic GP bike experience. They definitely succeeded. It takes time to master the art of bike control in game, but the reward is worth every crash or rewind along the way. Braking was a noticeable area of improvement over last year's title. MotoGP 19 had you crossing every body part in hope that the bike wouldn't fold out of nowhere. MotoGP 20 fixed this but introduced the challenge of controlling the dreaded stoppie into heavy braking zones. The historic mode was something that I loved at launch but I gradually forgot about. However, I feel it deserves to make this list. Milestone overhauled the historic mode, working to improve the quality of the historic bike and rider models. Each bike felt different, especially those from the different eras. The introduction of a historic bike and rider market was a very welcomed addition and kept me returning to the game at launch. The marketplace allows players to use credits earned in historic races to purchase bikes and riders from MotoGP's past. This gave me a reason to race these beautifully recreated machines. Finally, the thing that I love most in MotoGP 20, let's talk career mode. This has kept me coming back time and time again to the 2020 iteration in the MotoGP game franchise. This career mode sees you race your way from Moto3 rookie all the way up to multiple time Premier Class champion. In career mode I race hard to get promotion in Moto2 after just my first season where we became the Moto2 champion. My Premier Class championship took another 2 seasons to achieve in season number 4 with unlikely candidates Aprilia. Could I defend my championship in Season 5 by joining Vinales and Rossi at the factory Yamaha team? Well yes, I jumped ship to Repsol Honda in Season 6 but failed to retain the title, losing out to teammate Marc Marquez. I set up my own team in Season 7 with Ducati where I managed to wrestle the championship back from Marquez. Most recently, I joined KTM, but I won't spoil how that season ended. Could I take my 5th championship win on MotoGP 20? And those are the 5 things that I love the most about MotoGP 20. And for everything else racing game related, get subscribed to the channel.